Title: The Hidden Psychology of Unspoken Attraction. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling like something else was happening just beneath the surface? You replayed the words in your head, and everything seemed normal, yet your gut told you there was a hidden current pulling at the two of you. Most men completely miss this silent language. They focus so hard on what is being said that they entirely overlook what is being felt. And missing this changes everything. While you are busy listening to her words, she is often communicating an entirely different, far more important message with her presence. Picture this. You are sitting right across from someone. Maybe it is a first date, maybe it is a casual coffee with a coworker, or just a late-night conversation in a dimly lit room. You are talking about something completely ordinary. Work, a movie you just saw, or where you grew up. On paper, it is a perfectly normal, logical interaction, but the air around you feels just a little bit heavy. There is a strange, quiet gravity pulling the two of you into the present moment. The ambient noise of the room seems to fade into the background. You notice a slight pause before she answers your questions. Her eyes seem to linger on yours just a fraction of a second longer than they should. But then, logic takes over. You brush it off, thinking you are just imagining things. You focus back on the facts of the conversation, but in doing so, you are walking right past a hidden door. You are ignoring the most honest form of human communication. What is actually happening in that moment has nothing to do with the words being spoken. Human beings are biologically wired to communicate our deepest desires without making a sound. It is a fundamental survival mechanism. Direct spoken rejection is painful and socially risky. So instead of stating our intentions out loud, we test the waters. We drop invisible anchors into the conversation to see if the other person will catch them. When a woman is genuinely intrigued by you, her subconscious mind takes over the interaction. She stops communicating with her intellect and starts communicating with her nervous system. This is the realm of unspoken attraction. It is a quiet, beautiful game of psychological chess. And once you learn how to read the board, human interaction will never look the same to you again. The first undeniable shift happens in the physical space between you, specifically through the removal of invisible barriers. When we sit across from someone we feel neutral about, we naturally keep objects between us. A coffee cup, a menu, a phone, or a purse. Psychologically, these items act as shields. They keep us safe and maintain a polite boundary. But when attraction begins to build, a fascinating subconscious behavior takes over. Without even realizing she is doing it, she will begin to clear the path. She might casually move her coffee cup to the side. She will put her phone away in her bag, completely out of sight. She will shift her posture so that her arms are uncrossed and her shoulders are facing you directly. She is quietly dismantling the walls between you. It is a deeply instinctual way of saying that she feels safe, and that she wants nothing blocking the connection. If you look closely, you will see this happen in real time. The space between you physically opens up, inviting you closer. But it is not just about the physical space. It is about the shift in rhythm. When we are nervous or just making polite small talk, we tend to speak quickly. We rush to fill the silence because silence feels awkward. However, when a woman is deeply attracted to you, the entire tempo of the interaction slows down. Listen to the pacing of her voice. You will notice that her tone drops slightly, becoming softer and more resonant. The pauses between your sentences and hers will grow longer. She is no longer rushing to respond. Instead, she is sitting in the tension. This slowing down is a subconscious invitation. Her nervous system is relaxing in your presence, and she is subtly testing to see if you are comfortable holding that quiet space with her. A man who can sit comfortably in a slow, quiet pause, without rushing to fill it with nervous chatter, communicates immense confidence. Then comes the most powerful currency we possess in human interaction: attention. Specifically, the gravity of her gaze. Eye contact is common, but attracted eye contact has a very specific signature. In a normal conversation, people make eye contact and then look away to the left or right while they think. It is a lateral break. But when a woman feels a magnetic pull toward you, the way she breaks eye contact changes. Instead of looking away to the side, she will hold your gaze just a moment too long, and then her eyes will drop downward. Looking down is a universal, subconscious display of submission and vulnerability. It shows that she is affected by your presence. Furthermore, her focus will become absolute. In a crowded room full of distractions, people walking by, and loud noises, her attention will remain locked on you. You become the center of her immediate universe. This micro-investment of attention is her silent way of telling you that nothing else in the room matters right now. As the interaction deepens, this vulnerability extends to her physical posture. Human beings naturally protect their most vulnerable areas when they feel threatened or indifferent. The neck and the wrists are highly sensitive. When a woman is captivated by you, she will begin to subconsciously expose these areas. She might tilt her head slightly, exposing the side of her neck. She might play with her hair, keeping her wrists turned toward you. These are not calculated moves. They are ancient biological signals of trust and comfort. Her body is telling you that her guard is down. Alongside this, you will notice the phenomenon of mirroring. If you lean in, she leans in. If you pick up your drink a few seconds later, she picks up hers. Her nervous system is attempting to align with yours, creating a bridge of empathy and connection. She is stepping into your reality. Let us step back and look at the deeper pattern here. True attraction is rarely loud. It does not demand attention. It quietly invites it. In our highly distracted modern world, we are conditioned to look for obvious neon signs. We want people to tell us exactly how they feel. But the most profound human connections exist in the shadows of certainty. They exist in the things left unsaid. This is where a stoic, grounded mindset becomes your greatest asset as a man. Most men are reactive. They want to force an outcome, or they get anxious when they do not know where they stand. But a man who is truly grounded does not rush. He does not need immediate validation. When you detach from the desperate need for a specific outcome, you become perfectly still. And in that stillness, you finally have the clarity to see the subtle signs being offered to you. You stop reacting out of anxiety, and you start observing with quiet confidence. You become a calm center of gravity. When a woman senses this stillness in you, her attraction multiplies. She realizes she is sitting across from a man who is observant, intelligent, and completely in control of his own emotions. You are no longer just a participant in the conversation. You are the architect of the experience. The next time you find yourself in that quiet, heavy air of a good conversation, do not rush to fill the silence with more words. Do not let your logical brain blind you to the emotional reality unfolding in front of you. Pay attention to the space between you. Watch for the clearing of barriers. Listen to the slowing rhythm of her voice. Notice the lingering of her gaze and the subtle exposures of trust. The truth is always there, hiding in plain sight, waiting for a mind calm enough to notice it. The words are just the surface of the ocean. The real movement is in the currents below. Once you start noticing this hidden language, you can never unsee it. It will change the way you view every interaction from this day forward. If this perspective shifted the way you understand human connection, leave a quiet thought in the comments below. Subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden mechanics of the human mind. Until next time, stay observant.